This is the 2F 4V combo race. This is the Princeton men's 4V lightweight ace versus Georgetown's second Frosh 8. We have attention, go. Princeton is in the lane nearest the shore, Georgetown nearest the camera. Both crews off cleanly. We are 100 meters into the race and it is Princeton by a half length over Georgetown's 2F. Princeton by about 2/3 of a length into this combo race. Princeton is stroked by accomplished recording artist Ken Kaneko, or otherwise known as Ken Grant. You can find him on MySpace. We are 250 into the race and it is Princeton one length over Georgetown. Princeton 4V over Georgetown's 2F. We've had the wind kind of flip around on us here into a quartering headwind from the tailwind that we've been dealing with all morning. I think we're going to get some swirly conditions as we go about the rest of the day. Princeton is lengthening their lead. They have a few seats open water now over the Georgetown 2F. Both crews have settled into their base cadence, and it looks like Princeton is still extending their lead. They've got a length and a half before we even get to the 500-meter mark. Through 500 and 135, it is the Princeton 4V over the Georgetown 2F by a length and a half. Georgetown calling a move right now. Princeton seems to be on continuous moves. They're coxswain calling 10 after 10. It's working for them. They are up by 2 lengths now. Later today on Lake Carnegie, we have Navy and Yale lightweight men meeting in a neutral site battle. Elsewhere around the league, the Princeton women swept at Rutgers, winning every race by open water over Rutgers and Navy. And in a possible upset, the Cornell varsity women over Yale. Back to this race, 7:50 in, Princeton by 2.5 lengths over Georgetown. Princeton showing no signs of releasing that gas pedal. Georgetown struggling just a little bit with the conditions. We've had the wind kind of flip back around to a tailwind. Princeton showing the depth of their program with a 4th varsity 8. Really setting themselves up to have years worth of success. They have 4 8s worth of varsity rowers. Through the 1,000-meter mark, it is still Princeton by 3 lengths over the Georgetown 2F. Probably a lot of novice rowers in this Georgetown boat. It's been a rough spring so far for crews all around the East Coast, so tough to get some quality strokes in when the wind is blowing and the water is just above freezing. So we'll expect to see a lot more speed out of all of the crews that we've seen come down the course today as we get further into the season. Often with these 2F crews and 4V crews, they'll look entirely different in mid-May when we see them in Worcester than they do right now in the opening weekend in April. But right now, we've got Princeton at 7:50 to go. Large margin over Georgetown's 2F. And Princeton calling for another move. Princeton looking to complete the sweep of the Fosburg Cup Regatta. At 2:50 to go, it is Princeton, well ahead of Georgetown.